Hey there, gang. It is time for another comic book unboxing video. And look at this. It's a flip-top box. And those bags, they're pretty grody. I had no idea what we're going to find in this box. But if you want to find out, stick around. We're going to have some fun. Hey there, Bobby. Welcome to Shanghai. My name is Duke, and this is an unboxing video. And yeah, like I said in the teaser, I've got no idea what's in this box. Well, I mean, I always generally have no idea what has been put into the box and given to me to grade so that they can be sold on eBay. The seller name is .com Comics if you're interested. But this particular case, given these bags that we're looking at, I really don't know. This could be almost anything. And the box is neat. I don't often see these flip-top boxes. To quote the second Doctor, I don't like it. So, to each their own. If flip-top boxes are your thing, more power to you. But I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. It's a little shorter than usual too, so maybe this video will go quick. Please do like, share, subscribe, do all the groovy things. These bags are going to be a lot of sticking together here. I can see that, so I'll try and be careful, which I recommend to you all the time. But I've had people yell at me in the comments before that I'm not being careful enough. But at least these all have backing boards, it appears. So I may not being as rough with them as it seems. But anyway, let's just truck right along. Let's get to it. Not waste any more time. Avengers 129 with Kang. And there's another one. Bid tomorrow. Goodbye. What is the Vision doing? He doesn't really have any flame throwing powers or laser fist powers. That's kind of weird. Here's 122. Oh, they're sticking. 121 against Zodiac. I don't know about this light here. It's making the bags kind of... Maybe that's better. I don't know. It's a little dark. I need to, at some point, I'm trying to get to 500. If I get to 1,000 and I'm start bringing in a little bit of money once I'm monetized, I'll invest in some of those special diffusing lights, and that'll improve the situation a little bit. There's 118, 117 with Submariner. And just, a note about bags. Because you can see, I hope you can see maybe, how these bags are kind of, look. Can you see? I don't know if you can make out how yellow that bag is, how old that bag is. And these polypropylene bags, you kind of want to change them every 5 to 7 years. They're really not a permanent archival storage. They're really just something for the dealer to put a price sticker on. So, yeah. These are gross. I feel dirty just touching them, frankly. There's 115. 110 versus Magneto. What do we got under here? It's probably 109, right? No, it's 108. Here's 107 with the Grim Reaper. 106. 105. And I don't have a lot to say about these books. This is just a little bit before my time. And these are not all a lot of books that I have acquired yet for myself. So I haven't even read a lot of these. So I can't really tell you what's going on. Here's another Grim Reaper. 101. You think we're going to have number 100, or did that get sent to CGC? There's 100. Look at that. Avengers number 100. And that starred everybody who had been an Avenger up to that point, including Black Knight, Ant-Man and the Wasp. This is by Barry Windsor Smith on the artwork. Hawkeye in his kind of short pants Indian costume that was kind of ridiculous. 94 of Avengers. I think that's a Neil Adams cover. Boom, boom, boom. Get these out of the way. Grab the next stack. I bet it's more Avengers. I do. Oh, actually, I can see this is going to be Avengers for a while. Hope you like the Avengers. There's 97 with the what is technically the first appearance of the Invaders, but I think these are all mind manifestations of Rick Jones. But these are all Golden Age Marvel characters: the original Vision, the Finn, Blazing Skull, the Patriot. It's part of the Kree-Skrull War, I believe, with Captain Marvel. Number 88, 84, 81. It's I don't know. It's just that pose is, you know, it must be quite a drop off on that mud puddle here that the Vision can kneel in it, but it's got Scarlet Witch up to her thighs. I guess maybe they're stretched. They bend the other way and they're stretched out. Here's the Lethal Legion, 79. Man-Ape, 78. More Lethal Legion, another 79. A lot of books in these last couple of boxes have had the price blacked out. And I'm guessing that's because they were sold in a secondary shop at some point, maybe before actual comic book stores became a thing. I don't know. 75 with Quicksilver. See? Now, which one of you is faster there, Flash? You or Quicksilver? Technically, I think it's you. There is number 74, another 74. 73. 72 with some more Scorpio action. Did you hear the one about Scorpio? Scorpio, Dr. Doom, and the Mole Man walk into a bar. I think that's how the joke starts. 69, 68. Vision has had some bubble gum, it looks like. 67. How far down do you think this Avengers stuff goes, huh? This is quite a box of the Avengers. There's 66. Love these Buscema covers. There's a Swordsman in 65, another number 65, 64. The Origin of T'Challa, the Black Panther, number 87, 71. There's some more Invaders action. Maybe I lied before. Maybe this is the first Invaders. There's, I think this is the first appearance of Hank Pym as Yellow Jacket. We're back up to 112. Oh, poor Bucky. Poor Bucky. Number 42. 44. The Red Guardian. 45 with the Super Adaptoid. 46. The Agony and the Anthill. Floating head covers. Some people love floating head covers. Mine is the power. There you go. Hercules. What was this little piece of paper? Came off of something. Oh. There you go. And that's I don't know. Kind of a out of proportion, all over the place kind of Hercules. That's a crazy drawing right there. With the, what do they call it when they tilt it? It's a Dutch angle. Is that what it's called? Number 51. There's the first appearance of the Grim Reaper, I believe. Back when he was still colorblind. He was wearing green and purple and blue and orange. looking very much like the Fifth Doctor. Avengers and the X-Men. Number 53. And more Avengers still. Here we go. Masters of Evil. Now we're changing gears. I think this is the first appearance of Baron Blood, Invaders number 7. There are 2 books in here? There are 2 books in here. What do you think the other book is? What do you think the other book is? You think it's take a guess. Lay down your bets. Is it another number 7 or is it something else? And if it's something else, is it 6? Is it 9? Oh, not 9, 8? Could be 9. I don't know. What is it? Oh, it's number 8. The first appearance of Union Jack. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now we're really switching gears here. First issue special number 8. Yeah, I know that doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people. It's the 8th first issue. They were all one-shots. The series lasted about 13 issues. This is the first Warlord by Mike Grell. And I've never understood why this is his first DC issue, as though this character had appeared somewhere else. It was right about this time when DC took on the Tarzan license, and they continued the numbering from the Gold Key series, and it had this exact same first DC issue on the first Tarzan, and I think they had second DC issue, third DC issue, emblazoned on those covers as well. But to look at this, you would think, and maybe it was just a sales ploy, a trick, but you'd think that this was some established character who was now just appearing at DC. But no, this is his first actual appearance. And if you need it, there's a second one. And there's even a third one. Oh my goodness, here's a fourth one. Neat. Here's Wonder Woman during her short-lived no powers phase, with Catwoman in that Silver Age, early Bronze Age costume that nobody likes very much. Marvel Spotlight number 4 on Werewolf by Night. And again, we saw this exact issue in the last box. And nice Mike Plug art. Journey into Mystery, 118 with Thor. Fantastic Four, number 118. Look at this. We got Lockjaw and Crystal and lots of fun going on there. 123. 122. Some Galactus and Silver Surfer action. Here's more Silver Surfer. And number 119. It's kind of a weird sort of inset panel here. But I guess they want you to know who they're trying to rescue. It's kind of a weird choice, I guess, I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Here's Iron Man number 49. That looks very Gil Kane to me. Number 50 with Princess Python. Just sounds like a wrestler name. 53, the Black Llama. There's Nova number 1. That's kind of a popular issue now. Had trouble giving that away for a lot of years. But that's a big issue now. Here's another one. What do you think? It's going to be like Warlord? We're going to have about 5 of them? We got 3 of them. We got 4 of them. Wow. Now, we won't put all of these up at once. Usually, these books will appear on eBay. And again, the seller name is .com Comics. And they'll usually show up a week or 2 after I've posted this video. And we won't put all of these up at once. The person who schedules them should space those out. Incredible Hulk 148, 147. With some... the inking during this period, this is Herb Trimp. And I don't know what he was inking with, but it just all looks very, it almost looks like he's using a ballpoint pen kind of a thing. I don't know. It's I'd be interested to know what kind of tool he was using for inking. Here's 146. 130, there's a usual trope, Hulk versus Bruce Banner. Here's the Hulk with the Avengers. Yeah, no, it's the Avengers. I don't know what I was thinking. Yes, no, I don't know who it is. Just some random people. 127, Mogul. 126. 123, look out for the leader in his murder module. Wrath of the Rhino. These bags actually, they stink too. Ugh. Here's a gold key Star Trek. Don't know what issue number it is, but do like the Star Trek series. I do, I do. Ooh, and it looks like, well, at least based on the first couple of books here, we'll see something different. There's something you don't see every day. Dudley Do-Right #1 from Charlton. That's pretty cool. I want that. I want that for my own collection. That's neat. Giant size Invaders. Strange Tales featuring Warlock. Some great Jim Starlin action. This, I should say, these Marvel Comics Hanna-Barbera books, we had a few recently. The Flintstones and what else was there? Scooby-Doo and some other stuff. Jetsons, I think. And they all did quite well. They all did very, very well. And this is 30 cents, so this is around 1977 or so. So yeah, maybe that'll do well. As when I say well, like a $30, So we'll see how that does. Spectacular Spider-Man #1. Boom, boom. There are 2 books in there. No, I bet there are, and I bet this one is 2 of #1. What do you think? Boom. How right am I? I'm wicked smart. Now, special Marvel edition with the Master of Kung Fu. So the Master of Kung Fu series started at #17. This has got some water damage or moisture wrinkling to it. But yeah, this special Marvel edition, I think was initially a reprint series, and then switched over to starring Shang-Chi, and then with #17, he takes over the title. They switched rather than, because back then, you wanted to avoid a first issue if you could, out of fear that retailers and distributors would not carry it, would not stock it, would not display it, because it was something untested. And so something that was the 17th issue had, in theory, a better shot than a first issue of garnering some decent sales. I've told this story many, many times. You probably are sick of hearing it. But anyway, that's why it's sort of it's just interesting to me because it's the polar opposite of what they do today, where Marvel, DC, they will fall over themselves. They'll do anything to put out a first issue. And so instead of canceling this title and doing a Master of Kung Fu #1, they just made the first Master of Kung Fu issue #17, continuing from there. Here is a Black Panther #1. This one does well, but this is Kirby in his later period, and it's a little hard to take. Here's Captain Marvel towards the end of this run with some Thanos action. This, I think, is the first appearance, probably, Ominous Origin issue. This is the first Son of Satan, Marvel Spotlight #12. And we got 2 of those. Red Sonja. So before she got her own title, she had a run in Marvel Feature. Is this all going to be that first issue, or is this like maybe the whole run? Let's see. Nope, it's all #1. Look at that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. She-Devil with a sword. And, I guess this is supposed to be chainmail. It looks like bubble wrap. Could be clamshells, I don't know. I don't know. A Human Torch #1. This is actually this series, and I think it lasted like 7 issues, but this was during the period when Marvel and DC were competing for, the declining rack space for comic books, as corporate America was taking over mom and pop shops and, concentrating on the bottom line and, reducing rack space for comic books because they didn't bring that much money comparatively for the amount of space they took up on a shelf. And so, it was harder and harder to find space for comic books to sell. And so Marvel and DC were trying to drive each other off the market, flooding the market, trying to eat up all the available rack space. And so both of them put out a bunch of reprint titles during this era of the early 70s, early to mid 70s. And so this is actually a reprint of the Human Torch stories from Strange Tales. And like I said, it only lasted about 7 issues or so. That's just a bag and board. And now, ba-ding, this is the last little stack in this box. So what do we got here? Eternals number 2. Jetsons number 1, but that's the Charlton issue and looks to be in fairly nice shape. Paper quality might be a little low. A little browning here at the edges, but still neat. Elroy's a little off model here. This is a Scooby-Doo from Gold Key. Don't know what issue number it is. You got to look inside. There's another Spectacular Spider-Man number 1. Captain Marvel 23, 24, 22. And the last book in this box, oh wow, we saved the best for last. Look at that. Spidey Super Stories number 1 in pretty decent shape. Do you remember the Electric Company? Are you old enough to remember that? Wow, look at this. I can't remember all their names though. Oh, that's Easy Reader. That's Morgan Freeman. That's the character he played on the show. And then this is Rita Moreno. These other folks, I can't remember their names. But she did this skit with the gorilla, Jungle Jane or something like that. And of course, Spider-Man was on the Electric Company. He didn't speak, but the words would appear over his head in word balloons. So neat. John Romita did this cover. That's cool. That's cool. I am of an age when I was right there for the Electric Company in the early 70s. I think Sesame Street started in like 68 or 69, and I was born in late 67. So I pretty much grew up with Sesame Street and the Electric Company and Zoom and Mr. Rogers. Those were my babysitters when I was a kid. Park me in front of the TV. So that's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Well, that's it. That's the end of that box. I'm sorry, Flash. We didn't see any of your books in this box. All we got to see was Quicksilver, and I know you don't have much use for Quicksilver. But hey, folks, come back tomorrow. We'll do it all again. And until then, goodbye, good luck, and please be good to each other. Hey there, gang. It is time for another comic book unboxing video. So it is fun and wholesome fun for the whole fun and wholesome fun. That was stupid. Cut. Hey there, gang. It is time for another comic book unboxing video. So it is wholesome fun for the whole family. If you like comic books, stick around. Well, we're going to have some fun. I already said that. Never mind. I'm really off today. Hey there, gang.